Have you ever found yourself hesitating before taking the stairs? Or maybe noticed that getting up from a low chair feels a little bit harder than it used to? That subtle tremor in your knees after a walk that used to feel effortless? It's a reality many of us face as we get older. That feeling of our legs just not quite doing what they used to. A creeping weakness that can truly impact our independence and confidence. You might blame it on age. And yes, time certainly plays a role. But what if I told you there's a surprising culprit hiding right in your fruit bowl, masquerading as a healthy choice? That could be quietly undermining your leg strength, making those everyday movements feel like a chore. It's a secret that many people overlook, focusing on other aspects of diet, but ignoring the very foods that might be literally weakening your foundation. In this video, we're going to dive deep into 7 seemingly innocent fruits that, when consumed regularly or in large amounts, might be quietly working against your leg strength and overall mobility. We'll uncover why they're problematic for seniors, how they impact your muscles, and what healthier alternatives you can embrace instead. Get ready to rethink your fruit choices, because understanding this can be a game changer for maintaining your strength and vitality. Make sure you stay with me until the very end, because I have something truly surprising to share that could change how you look at your fruit bowl forever. Let's begin with the first surprising contender on our list, a seemingly healthy snack that many of us reach for without a second thought, and that's dried fruits. Now, I know what you're thinking, but they're natural. They're just fruit. And you're right, they are. But here's the catch for seniors concerned about leg strength and overall health. When fruit is dried, all the water is removed, which concentrates the sugar and calories into a very small, convenient package. Imagine a bunch of grapes versus a small box of raisins. You wouldn't eat 20 grapes in one sitting without thinking twice, but a handful of raisins, which is the equivalent or more, slides down easily. This concentrated sugar, primarily fructose, is processed by your liver. And if consumed in excess, it can quickly lead to an overload. For seniors, this can contribute to increased inflammation throughout the body. Chronic inflammation is a silent enemy, constantly working against your muscles, breaking down tissue, and making it harder for your body to repair and rebuild the very leg muscles you need for stability and movement. When your body is constantly battling inflammation, it diverts resources away from muscle maintenance and repair, leaving your leg muscles more vulnerable to weakness and fatigue. Think about it if your body is busy putting out fires. It doesn't have the energy to build a stronger house. The spikes in blood sugar from dried fruits can also lead to energy crashes, making you feel tired and less inclined to engage in physical activity, which is crucial for maintaining leg strength. Over time, this inactivity further accelerates muscle loss. Instead of reaching for a handful of dried apricots or dates, consider a fresh apple or a bowl of berries. They offer more water, fiber, and fewer concentrated sugars, providing sustained energy without the inflammatory burden. Moving on from dried fruits, let's talk about another common culprit: canned fruits, especially those packed in heavy syrup. Just like dried fruits, these seem convenient and even appealing, especially if you're looking for a quick fruit fix. But the problem here isn't just the fruit itself, it's the sugary bath it's swimming in. That heavy syrup is pure added sugar, often high fructose corn syrup, which is a major contributor to metabolic issues. When you consume these sugary syrups along with the fruit, you're essentially bombarding your system with a double dose of sugar. This leads to rapid spikes in blood sugar levels, followed by a quick drop, leaving you feeling drained and craving more sugar. For your leg strength, this constant roller coaster of blood sugar is detrimental. High sugar intake from these sources can lead to insulin resistance over time. When your cells become resistant to insulin, they struggle to absorb glucose from your blood, which is the primary fuel source for your muscles. This means your leg muscles aren't getting the energy they need to function optimally, let alone grow stronger. Furthermore, the chronic high sugar intake can contribute to oxidative stress and advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, in your body. These AGEs can damage proteins, including those in your muscles, making them stiffer and less efficient. Imagine your muscle fibers becoming less pliable and more rigid, not exactly ideal for supporting your body weight or climbing stairs. Instead of canned fruit in syrup, opt for fresh fruit. Or, if you must have canned, choose varieties packed in water or their own juice, and rinse them thoroughly before eating to wash away any residual sugar. Better yet, embrace frozen fruits without added sugar. They're often picked at their peak ripeness and retain most of their nutrients. Next on our list is a tropical delight that many people adore, and that's the humble banana, particularly the overripe ones. Now, bananas are often hailed as a healthy fruit, packed with potassium and a quick source of energy. And in moderation, that's certainly true for many. However, for seniors focused on maintaining leg strength, particularly those with blood sugar sensitivities or prediabetes, overripe bananas can be problematic. As a banana ripens, its complex carbohydrates convert into simple sugars. An unripe, slightly green banana has a lower glycemic index, meaning it releases sugar into your bloodstream more slowly. But an overripe banana, speckled with brown spots, is essentially a sugar bomb. While the natural sugars are still fructose and glucose, their rapid absorption can lead to significant blood sugar spikes, similar to what we discussed with dried and canned fruits. This rapid influx of sugar can contribute to the same issues of inflammation and insulin resistance that gradually chip away at your muscle health and energy levels. If your body is constantly dealing with these sugar surges, it's not prioritizing muscle repair or growth. Moreover, the quick energy burst from an overripe banana is often followed by an equally quick crash, which can leave you feeling lethargic and less inclined to move or exercise. Regular physical activity, especially strength training, is the cornerstone of maintaining leg strength as you age. If your diet is consistently leading to energy lows, you're less likely to engage in the very activities that keep your legs strong. Instead of an overripe banana, opt for a slightly less ripe one, or consider pairing your banana with a source of protein and healthy fat, like a spoonful of nut butter or a handful of almonds. This combination slows down sugar absorption, providing a more stable energy release and supporting muscle health simultaneously. Now, let's talk about another seemingly innocuous fruit: grapes. These little jewels of nature are delicious and refreshing, but they pack a surprising sugar punch, especially when consumed in larger quantities, which is often the case given how easy they are to pop into your mouth. Grapes, particularly the seedless varieties, have a relatively high sugar content for their size, and because they lack the significant fiber of larger fruits like apples or pears, their sugars can be absorbed quite rapidly into your bloodstream. This rapid absorption leads to a quick spike in blood sugar, similar to what we discussed with overripe bananas. For seniors, these consistent blood sugar fluctuations can contribute to a state of chronic low-grade inflammation within the body. And as we know, inflammation is a significant enemy of muscle health. It can break down muscle tissue, impair the repair process, and make your muscles feel weaker and more fatigued over time. Your leg muscles, which are constantly bearing weight and enabling movement, are particularly vulnerable to the effects of systemic inflammation. Furthermore, consuming large amounts of high-sugar fruits like grapes can contribute to excess calorie intake if not accounted for in your overall diet. These extra calories, especially from sugar, are often stored as fat, leading to weight gain, while some weight is protective. Excessive body fat, especially around the middle, puts additional strain on your leg joints and muscles. This added burden can make physical activity more challenging and painful, leading to a vicious cycle where less activity results in further muscle weakening and more weight gain. Instead of mindlessly snacking on a large bowl of grapes, consider a smaller portion, or combine them with some protein, like a small piece of cheese or a few walnuts, to help slow down the sugar absorption and provide a more balanced snack that supports your energy levels and muscle health without the detrimental sugar spike. Next up on our list of surprising leg strength culprits is the tropical favorite: mango. Oh, the sweet, juicy goodness of a ripe mango. It's a taste of paradise for many. But just like grapes, mangoes are incredibly high in natural sugars. While they do offer some fiber and vitamins, the sheer concentration of fructose in a single serving can be quite significant, especially if you eat a large one. A medium-sized mango can contain upwards of 45-50 grams of sugar, which is far more than most seniors need in one go, particularly if they are not highly active. This high sugar load can overwhelm your body's ability to process it efficiently, leading to those familiar blood sugar spikes. Consistent sugar spikes contribute to metabolic stress, which can lead to increased inflammation throughout your body. Imagine your body constantly trying to clean up the mess left by these sugar surges. It diverts resources from crucial functions like muscle repair and maintenance for your leg strength. This means your muscles aren't getting the optimal environment or resources they need to stay strong and resilient. The inflammation can also contribute to aches and stiffness, making you less likely to move and engage in leg strengthening exercises. Furthermore, the high sugar content can contribute to a phenomenon known as fructose overload in the liver, which can impair its ability to metabolize fats efficiently and even contribute to fatty liver disease. A healthy liver is vital for overall metabolic health, which in turn supports muscle function and energy levels. If your liver is burdened, your body's entire energy system can be thrown off balance, leaving your leg muscles feeling weak and fatigued. If you absolutely love mango, enjoy it in very small portions, perhaps a quarter of a mango, and pair it with protein and healthy fats, like a dollop of Greek yogurt or a small handful of almonds, to mitigate the sugar impact and provide a more balanced nutrient profile that supports your muscle health. Oh, now, let's turn our attention to another vibrant, delicious, but often overconsumed fruit, pineapple. This tangy, sweet fruit is a popular choice, particularly in desserts or fruit salads, but much like mango, pineapple is quite high in natural sugars, predominantly sucrose and fructose. While it contains an enzyme called bromelain, which has some anti-inflammatory properties, the sheer volume of sugar in a typical serving can counteract any potential benefits, especially for seniors whose bodies might be less efficient at processing large sugar loads. A single cup of chopped pineapple can contain around 16 grams of sugar, and it's very easy to eat more than 1 cup, especially if it's freshly cut and juicy. When you consume a lot of pineapple, particularly on its own, it can lead to a rapid increase in your blood glucose levels. For seniors, these frequent and significant sugar spikes can contribute to an elevated risk of insulin resistance over time. When your cells become less responsive to insulin, it means your leg muscles and other tissues aren't effectively taking up the glucose they need for energy. This can leave your muscles feeling sluggish and underfueled, making everyday activities that rely on leg strength, like walking or standing, feel much more challenging. Moreover, consistently high blood sugar levels can promote inflammation and oxidative stress, which we've discussed are major contributors to muscle weakness and deterioration in older adults. Your muscle cells are constantly undergoing repair and regeneration, and a high sugar, inflammatory environment hinders these vital processes. Think of it as trying to build a strong house while constantly having small fires breaking out. It diverts resources and makes the construction much harder. If you enjoy pineapple, remember that moderation is key. A small slice or a quarter of a cup, perhaps as part of a meal with protein and healthy fats, is a much better approach than a large bowl as a snack. Consider opting for other fruits with a lower glycemic load and higher fiber content, such as berries or a small orange, which can provide more sustained energy and a gentler impact on your blood sugar, helping to preserve your precious leg strength. Finally, we come to our 7th surprising fruit, often seen as the epitome of refreshing summer goodness, watermelon. With its high water content, it seems incredibly hydrating and light, but don't let the refreshing feel fool you. Watermelon is surprisingly high on the glycemic index, meaning its sugars are absorbed very rapidly into your bloodstream, while it's mostly water. A generous slice can contain a significant amount of sugar, and because it's so easy to eat a lot of it, the sugar load can quickly add up. For example, a single wedge can easily have 10 to 15 grams of sugar, and many people will eat multiple wedges. This rapid influx of sugar from watermelon can lead to sharp blood sugar spikes. As we've discussed, these spikes are particularly concerning for seniors because they contribute to insulin resistance over time. When your body struggles to efficiently use insulin, your muscle cells don't get the energy they need, leaving your legs feeling weaker and less capable. It's like trying to run a car on diluted fuel. It just won't perform optimally. Beyond the energy impact, consistently high blood sugar from fruits like watermelon can promote systemic inflammation. Chronic inflammation silently attacks your muscle tissues, impairing their ability to repair and rebuild. This means that even if you're trying to strengthen your legs with exercise, your dietary choices might be counteracting your efforts. The very foundation of your mobility, your leg muscles, are under constant siege from this internal inflammation. This can lead to a gradual decline in muscle mass, a condition known as sarcopenia, which is a major concern for seniors and directly impacts balance, mobility, and the ability to perform everyday tasks independently. Instead of relying on watermelon for hydration, choose plain water, perhaps infused with a slice of cucumber or a few berries for flavor. If you do enjoy watermelon, treat it as an occasional treat rather than a daily staple, and always combine it with protein or healthy fats to slow down that sugar absorption. A small portion of watermelon alongside a handful of nuts or a piece of cheese would be a much better choice for maintaining stable blood sugar and supporting your leg strength. So, we've explored 7 fruits: dried fruits, canned fruits in syrup, overripe bananas, grapes, mango, pineapple, and watermelon. That, while seemingly healthy, can surprisingly undermine your leg strength when consumed regularly or in large quantities by seniors. The common thread among them is their high sugar content, which, when rapidly absorbed, can lead to blood sugar spikes, chronic inflammation, and insulin resistance. These metabolic stressors don't directly destroy your leg strength overnight, but they create an internal environment that works against muscle health, inhibiting repair, reducing energy, and contributing to overall weakness over time. Think of it as a gradual erosion. Rather than an immediate demolition, your leg muscles need a stable supply of energy, consistent building blocks, and a low inflammatory environment to thrive. And consistently eating these high-sugar fruits can interfere with all of that. It's not about cutting out all fruit. Fruit is a valuable part of a healthy diet. It's about making smarter, more informed choices, especially as our bodies change with age. The key is moderation, portion control, and understanding how different fruits impact your unique physiology. Remember, your legs are your foundation. They support you, enable your independence, and allow you to enjoy life to the fullest. Small changes in your diet can make a profound difference in preserving and even improving their strength. Instead of these higher sugar options, focus on fruits that are lower in sugar and higher in fiber, like berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, which are packed with antioxidants and have a gentler impact on your blood sugar. Small apples, pears, and oranges, enjoyed in moderation and with their skins on for extra fiber, are also excellent choices. Prioritize whole, unprocessed foods that nourish your muscles, provide sustained energy, and help keep inflammation at bay. Think about protein-rich foods like lean meats, fish, eggs, and legumes, combined with healthy fats from avocados, nuts, and seeds. Alongside a rainbow of low-sugar vegetables, these choices provide the necessary building blocks and energy for strong, resilient leg muscles. Taking control of your diet is one of the most empowering steps you can take for your health as you age. It's not about deprivation, but about smart choices that fuel your body for vitality and strength. If you found this information helpful, I encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you noticed any changes in your energy or strength when adjusting your fruit intake? Your insights could help someone else in our community. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more people who could benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical tips and advice on senior health and wellness. We are here to support you on your journey to a stronger, more vibrant life. Remember, every small intentional step you take today, whether it's choosing a handful of berries over dried fruit, or slightly greener banana, is building a stronger, more vibrant tomorrow. Your best life is waiting for you. At every age,